Hello, Dr. Vicki Peterson here. I wanted to speak with you today about a study that looked at gluten and its ability to cause damage to the brain. There was a group of researchers. One was Dr. Haji Vasalu. He is very well respected in the gluten-free world and has done extensive research in the area of celiac disease and gluten sensitivity both. This study was published in the Journal of Neurology, Journal of Neurology, Neurosurgery, and Psychiatry last August. And specifically what they were looking at were patients with diagnosed celiac disease who were referred to neurologists because they either had headaches, they had balance disturbances, so they had trouble maintaining balance, or they had sensory problems, so numbness, tingling, some sort of sensation issue. So these were the three groups that they followed as they were referred to neurologists, and they actually looked at their brain to see if there were any abnormalities, and they found white matter abnormalities in 36% of them. And the average age of this group of people, there was about 35 individuals, the average age was 44. This is a young group when you're talking about damage to the brain and seeing abnormalities in the brain. So it was very unexpected that they would see what they saw. Now the white matter is about 50% of your brain. The gray matter is the other half. And the white matter has a lot to do with uniting various parts of the brain, connectivity, learning, even into adulthood. The gray matter is composed of nerve cells. It has to do with sensory, hearing and speaking and touching and those types of things. So those are the two parts of the brain. And specifically, they saw some gray matter abnormalities as well, but specifically the study was looking at white matter. So of the three groups, those with headaches saw the greatest impact in their brain as far as damage, but all groups did see an impact, and there was a lot more than in the control group that did not have celiac disease. So what does this tell us? We have known for a long time that gluten affects the brain and affects the nervous system, but to what degree maybe we didn't realize until after this study. Think about the number of people that suffer from headaches, the number of people that see their doctor every year, that see neurologists every year suffering from headaches. Imagine if underlying these headaches was gluten, number one, and that number two, avoiding gluten could actually, when diagnosed earlier, could perhaps prevent and preserve the brain. Something to very much think about. So if you suffer from any neurological problems, if you know of anybody who does, certainly taking that extra step to find out if they're gluten intolerant and get that diagnosis early could go a long way to prevent brain abnormalities later in life. And I'm going through it with my mother right now, who's elderly and is losing her cognitive function. And granted, she's 90, and many would say that was fine, but it's never fine when it's someone you care about and someone you're watching suffer. So at any age, it's no fun to lose the ability of being who you really are and having that brain function optimally. So if you know of anybody in this category, or you yourself fall into this category, please contact me if you have any questions. I'm delighted to help you. But getting this diagnosis early could certainly go a long way to preserving brain function, which is obviously very important. So until next time, I wish you very good health.